How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the BDT channel. Today, we're about to do a mech unit. So get yourself prepared and let's get our hands dirty. Alright guys, the first things first, we need to verify the customer's concern. We're gonna go out to the car right now and see what it does. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're in the car right now. We need to go over the customer's concern. They are stating in reverse, it's just going whoop, 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 disengaging and engaging. So it kind of seems like a Mechatronic unit, but we got to verify that it's actually doing it and go from there. So here we go. Starting it for the first time. Alright, let it warm up here and then we will then test it out, see what it does. Alright guys, the car's warmed up, so let's throw it in reverse. Seems to be fine. I'm gonna throw it in drive. She's acting fine. Alright, let's go for a drive then. Maybe it does it under warm conditions. Alright guys, the car's fully warmed up. Kind of want to show you what it's doing here. Oh, there we go. First gear, that just bucked, as you guys saw. But hold on, let me slow it down. Watch the RPMs on the other camera real quick. Watch that little dip. See it shooting up. It's like, oh, I'm a little lost. Alright, here we go. Hopefully he didn't mess up his clutches on the first gear. See that little slip right there, guys? Not normal at all. Slip right there. Whoop, that little, that's not normal. So, now to explain what's going on. When it was cold, obviously resistance is looking pretty good. It's nice and contracted. Now that it's warmed up, things are expanding, resistance is changing, and now the mech unit does not know where it is. What I mean by that, the kiss point doesn't know when to disengage and engage. Watch coming to this stop sign right here. Watch what it'll do. Wasn't that bad, but it's still, see the second stop, it came down, boom, and then it went back up. So here, watch this take off here. Little slip. So now when we get to the shop here, we're actually going to check the transmission fluid level just to verify. We got to make sure fluid's proper, because this thing is acting like, hey, it could be low on fluid, and that's why it's not engaging and disengaging correctly. So other than that, my thoughts are right now, mech unit all day. We have a brand new mech unit sitting at the shop right now, so let's go check the fluid level and get ready to do a mech unit. Alright guys, first thing we need to do is remove the underbelly shield, and then we're going to get to the transmission to check the fluid level. There's a couple missing clips not here. So guys, when you're under here, visually inspect the transmission. Is it leaking fluid? I see seepage, really? Nothing crazy, it's not dripping. I could tell they got an ECS plug, so someone's been here before. You can see a little condensation there. So what we're gonna do, transmission needs to be up to 45 Celsius, and the car needs to be started. You can have it in park, neutral, cannot have it in drive. And we're gonna remove this plug right over here. While the car's on, do not remove it just yet. And then if fluid comes out, that means it has tons of fluid. If it comes out an excessive amount, maybe it's overfilled. So let's see what's going on. Alright guys, so we just got a fluid sample. just to let you know, that was not really pouring out. Kind of scary, I don't like that. It should pour out. That was dripping out. So, and also it's above temperature. It's supposed to be at 45 Celsius when I do this test, it's at 55. So it's not even pouring out above temperature. Kind of makes me say, hey, what's going on? Where did the fluid go? So I'm just gonna shove a little fluid in there till it kind of pours out. Signs you guys need to note on the mech unit is, did the fluid smell burnt? Were there shavings in it? No shavings. The guy just did a Dsg Fluid before my brother bought the car. Who knows if he was an Audi tech? Probably wasn't. Probably just put 7 quarts in it and said, oh, it's supposed to be good, right? Well, as you saw, that the fluid should come out, guys. That's not coming out. That's kind of scaring me a little bit. Alright, so realistically it wasn't that low. I tried to put a little fluid in it, it just came out pretty quick. I'm gonna say mech unit. Alright guys, so here's our diagnosis. We did a fluid check. While doing the fluid check, we make sure the car is level, and we made sure the car is up to operating temperature, 45 Celsius. Fluid came out, a drizzle, but it was fluid, so it means that there was fluid in there. It wasn't running low. And other things, that there was no minerals, no anything else. I think this is definitely mech unit, so we're just gonna go slap a new mech unit in. Just to let you know, the new mech unit, brand new from Audi, does come with a circuit board. It was actually cheaper than a refurbished mech unit. Don't know how, my brothers got lucky on that. So guys, we're gonna show you how to remove a mech unit and install it properly, code it, adapt it, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. Alright guys, first step, after removing the belly shield, of course, pop this little baby out. Ooh. MT14, it's a triple square. So now let's go ahead and pop the side open so it can actually breathe. Alright guys, it's come to a slow little drizzle here, so I'm going to go ahead and pop off the pan. Let's see the goods. How about brand new bolts? So I'm not really too worried about these, which you should use new bolts anyways. Those of you that are particular, there's probably a torque pattern to remove this, but I'm not too crazy about it. Got a new gasket, so. Alright, so then there's a T30 up here to remove this housing as well. Set that off this side. So this is supposed to go counterclockwise as well. And that it does. Boom. Just like that. Just comes out, boys. Alright, so next up, we're gonna remove the, I guess you can't say oil, it is the oil filter housing, but transmission oil filter housing. There's 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3. They're T30. First of all, we gotta remove this 13mm nut up here. Forgot about that, sorry about that. Just to let you know guys, these gear wrenches are amazing. Long ones. Ratcheting wrench, it's kind of nice, especially in these tight corners. There we go. There you go. Replace this seal and this seal. Always, they said in the manual. All right, next up guys, we have the oil filter itself. There's 2 filters, external, and this one's internal. So this one we're gonna push this way and then down. Nice wiggle. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, drain on me. Let's go. First things first, it says to pull down on this. Down. You see that tab right there? Oh my gosh, it just literally broke. Let's push this tab in. Pull it down. There you go. All right, it didn't break. It just felt like it, but still functioning. Good. So let's get that off to the side here. I don't know how, because this is gonna come down. So guys, we're actually gonna remove the Mechatronic unit right here. We're gonna remove the bolts. The bolts, you can see, actually look different. They have like an arrow or something, as if it was like telling you to turn it this way or something like that. I drew up a diagram for you guys, and you have to do it in this order as far as removal. All right. Yeah. So, I know that's a shitty drawing, but whatever. You guys can look it up yourself. So first one right here. Leave that just right there. Second one's in the middle. So I'm gonna try to do this with this here. Show you the bolts. Bolt here, 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 and here. 6 bolts total. Realistically, the mech unit should be able to fall as we speak. Here we go. Alright. I have never pulled one of these motherfuckers out. We're about to find out. Whew. I see a little wiggle. Gets the job done. All right, guys, so here to the left is a brand new mech unit from Audi. Note when you're hearing cracks and creaks when we're pulling this out. See this right here? These are seals. They get replaced. See, I'm missing the other one. It's probably up there. I'm gonna go grab that. So when doing this job, I'm just gonna jump right into this here. Grab some transmission fluid. Lube those suckers up. You don't want to cut a line here. You'll lose pressure, blah, blah, blah. It's not fun. So, clean gloves. Lube it up very well. There's no reason to short this thing. Sit right in here. Oh. Go. Plop right in there. Excessive on the lube, no reason not to. You need to measure this out right here. All right, so there's 2 measurements, 28 and 32. Ours is a 32. It's based off of coating. There you go. All right, now once that's done, these are aligned. You guys are gonna see the notches. We're gonna show you in the video later on. So guys, on the new updated part, it's plastic. Those look like they're plastic already, but if you didn't know, if you have metal lines, they're gonna force you to go to plastic lines. Again, lube these up heavily. No reason not to. I'm actually gonna show you guys the removal of ours. All right, so let's go into the car and show you where these go. All right, guys, with your rubber hoses lubed up very well here, we're just gonna go ahead, wiggle. Oh yeah, we can. Come on, baby, I like it. There we go. In with the new. Being gentle here. Jump in. Good. Remember I said that hose popped off? It's right here. Yeah. I need to clean up the mating surface before I get too crazy here. Alright guys, before you install the mech unit, you need to make sure these are in the right position. So demonstration wise, push it in. There's 3 levels, or 3 notches. Pushed in this first one. There's one. Boom, and that's all the way out. So push it in. Boom, let it ride right there. There you go. Alright guys, here's the torque sequence. These are to 10 Newton meters. So that you guys know, for some reason, the picture I showed you was backwards. So, it's not even backwards, it's just literally how the Audi showed me the document. 2. All right, here we go. Use brand new bolts, guys, because if they back out, you're gonna have a really good day. All right, guys, don't forget to plug this back in. There you go. Perfect. All right, next up, let me get the connector housing up there. All right, guys, I'm installing this. Note, there's a new O-ring that needs to be installed. So it goes right there. So. We're in nice and slow. Don't forget to oil it up. So guys, it's already in, it's falling, but note when I put the oil pan on, this should go up like this. All right guys, before we install the oil pan, one last pass please. Make sure it's all good. I want this bitch sparkling. You don't want to do this again. Very easy to just do this right now. You don't have to worry about it for 10 years. At least. Alright, she's sparkling. Oil pan time. I did clean the oil pan, or the trans pan very well. I expect you to do the same. You guys are officially Audi techs if you made it this far. I was talking to my buddy, he said if you can replace a fuel pump in an Audi, you could probably do a mech unit. So if you're wondering, do you think you can handle this job? Can you do a fuel pump on an Audi? If you can, get your hands dirty. Because you're going to have a mech unit if you have an S4. And if you have a B8, you should have just sold it already, Seska. Alright guys, I could start there. We're just gonna get to this right here. Guys, Guys, note, you're supposed to unplug the battery before plugging that in. I did not follow proper procedure, my bad. But don't mess up like me and unplug the battery and then go from there. All right guys, while we have the oil filter housing off, you are mandatory to replace these lines right here. So this is the part number for these lines right here that had to be replaced. Here is the gasket O-ring. I think this should go right here. This is the bigger O-ring, which is in the oil filter housing. Sorry, trans filter housing. And I also have a new filter because we're here, guys. Come on, just do it. All right, guys, so go ahead and pop these out. Those popped out. Go ahead and lather this in some trans fluid. Here, this is the main seal that needs to be replaced. Fluid will leak right out the side, so I don't want that. It's done. Let's go ahead and take the filter out. The difference is you guys can definitely notice this seal is bigger on the housing. There's 3 ridges right here, guys. Get to the 3rd ridge, it's all good. That's tight. Crazy you can do with your hands, but you can. There we go. Note, guys, when doing this, you're gonna get 2 new pipes and new O-ring to go around this. They didn't say to replace that, so I didn't do it. Guys, I'm gonna put this in only because I'm gonna spray some Bright Clean just to clean the mating surface here. God dang it. Fucking God. Alright, it's fine, bitch. Oh my gosh. Who thought a plug would go that hard? Fuck you. Guys, this is too good and tight. Go ahead and break it right off if you want. Alright guys, this is the Dsg Fluid you guys will be using. Gen 2 version, don't know if there's a difference between them. Either way, here's a part number for you guys with the B8.5 S4s. Just to let you know, this does not have sports differential. Don't know if that makes a difference, but always contact your dealership for the correct Dsg Fluid. You don't want to get here and put the wrong stuff in it. And don't cheap out. All right, guys, let's do it. So guys, we're gonna be filling this up until fluid comes out of this hole. All right, guys, now you see it's full. Gotta kill this. That out there. Don't waste your precious fluid here all over the ground. All right, cool. Tighten that up all the way. We're gonna check the fluid as soon as the car warms up here. Alright guys, getting back into it. After checking your fluid, after starting the car multiple times, running it through the gears, check your fluid one more time. And once it's all topped off, now it's time to drop the car off at Audi. Get it programmed. No fun, right? So I want to share my experience of what happened to me. Dropped it off at Audi. They told me I have a open circuit code. It's a brand new mech unit, got an open circuit, don't know how, whatever. Blah, 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 I bring it back and it's, check it out, nothing's wrong. They give me a brand new mech unit again, install it, drop it off to them one more time. And this time they call me up saying, hey guys, it doesn't go in forward or reverse. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It works. You guys are just, what's going on over there? Master Tech is on it. Well, so what I told them to do is you gotta run basic settings multiple times. I'm an Audi tech, I've done it before, it doesn't go through the first time. So if they're calling you up telling you there's issues, tell them to run that test multiple times, the basic settings. You'll probably have to do it 5 to 10 times. If they charge you extra, do it because that's the only way they're gonna get it to go. So, moving on from there, after getting adapted and everything's going through smoothly, bring it on home, and we're gonna do our basic settings that we do with VCDS. We'll have a link in the description showing you what to do and how to do it properly. After that, it's time to finally drive the car. So, we're gonna go take this thing for a drive, make sure everything's good, no weird kinks, no nothing, make sure everything's buttoned up. All right guys, officially, let's go for a ride. Go and throw it and drive. Let's take it around the block. No full throttles, guys, hold on. Let's make sure it's safe, make sure everything's good. All right, getting off the highway here. This is where we found out where we had our issues. It was finally warmed up, and this is where I started getting jolts, the car lunging, and under full throttle a little bit, mid throttle, it was slipping. So, we go ahead and throw it into sport mode here. See if it'll do anything. The moment of truth. So when we come to this light, stop sign, but it's acting pretty normal here, boys. Good stuff. Cool. No weird lunges. Taking off nice, not slipping. Feels very smooth here. Alright guys, it's time to run this car through its paces. Jumping on the highway, Mexicano. Let's go. Just to let you guys know, this car is dual pulley. We installed it while doing the transmission because it can handle it now. And we'll have some videos more on the dual pulley side of things coming here shortly. So now I'm going to show you guys a little launch. Alright guys, so we have done daily drivability, we have done under sport mode, and now it's time to do a launch. So let's see what this thing's got. Oh, she is cooking and booking, boys. Woo! Good shit. Alright. She's all good. She's ready for the track now. Good stuff. So, let's end this video. I know you guys have gone through this painstaking task. Congratulations, you guys did it. You installed the mech unit on an Audi. Should feel like you know something. Alright guys, wrap the job up. It is complete. We have test drove, we have launched it, we have full throttle, we've done it all. It held up, we did a proper repair. So congratulations to everybody that's made it here to this point. So with that being said, I hope you guys liked the video, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the how-to documentation of a mech unit for your S4. So guys, take care and stay tuned.